You may have noticed that there are several new move brushes added here to your brush pop-up. Move 2, Move Ring, and Move Thin. Now I'd like to point out at this stage that all of these are just different settings, and you as a user have the power to create many custom brushes inside ZBrush. And as you're working with these brushes, it's a good idea to study how things are changing here in the brush palette. And you can see different things changing with the depth and different modifiers, and it'll give you an idea as to how these brushes are created and give you the power to create some very unique brushes of your own. So let's jump right in and take a look at the Move 2. Now with Move 2, you'll take note of the depth right away, and also the brush depth curve. Has a very unique shape to it. We can click and pull on the surface, and you can get very unique hard surface shapes pulling out from this. Now, unlike the standard move, where we're just simply pulling kind of this soft cone out of the surface, the Move 2 has masking, which allows for this thinner, sharper, hard surface crease that you're seeing here. So there's a lot of really interesting things that you can achieve with the Move 2. Now, with Move 2, Move Ring, and Move Thin, I'd like to point out that it's a good idea to also, after you pull it out, hold down the Shift key, and you can create other additional and pretty powerful hard surface rings and shapes. So this brush can be used in two ways, just by standard pulling out these shapes, or you can go ahead and start to pull it out and then hold the Shift key and get unique shapes on your surface. So I'll undo those, and we'll move over to the Move Ring, which again, when you pull out, you'll get a shape that looks something like this, almost like a double point from the Move 2 that we just took a look at. But again, if we hold the Shift key, you can see we get very interesting hard surface pattern that we can work with. And you can see again, a lot of this is affected by the brush embed, the brush depth sliders that we have here, and of course the curve. So as I pointed out earlier, take the moment to really kind of study how these things are being affected here in the modifiers. So I'll undo those. And then finally we'll switch over to the Move Thin, which is just a modification on the Move 2 that we just took a look at. And you can see as we pull this out, we get a much thinner area, and again that's controlled here by our depth curve. I'll undo that. Again, pull on the surface, and as I'm doing that I will hold Shift, and I can start pulling out unique shapes here.